So I've been getting a lot of comments about my Shf Spiderman 299 because I made a short video where he was pretty much completely broken, and then I managed to fix him. So now I'm gonna make a video about that because a lot of you guys are asking what I did or how I did it. So just to get right into it. So right here is the midsection. So basically, when I bought this online for like $40, and so when it came in, this midsection for this upper ab area was like the whole ball joint was like broken off. So I got these ball joints from Amazon. They're like double ball joints. I just cut off one side of them. So yeah, so I trimmed out the limiter piece. Then I dremeled into the inside of it. I dremeled into the inside of it with like this super thin drill bit. So it went inside like the socket. It went inside like the tube part, if you know what I mean. And then I stuck a paper clip in there. Then I did the same with the other side. And then I put super glue in the two holes, and then I put the paper clip in between and I stuck them together. And then just to make sure it was stronger, I put super glue around the outside so it would like make it sturdier and stronger. And the only reason I used a separate ball joint for the which part? I think it was the upper part. The only reason I used a separate ball joint instead of the one it was already with is because the other one was already destroyed. But yeah, if you have the say this piece breaks on you, if you have the other half of the ball joint, you could probably still do the same. The only reason I didn't was because it was completely destroyed. And then for the arm, here, I'll put this back together. For the arm, oh, and when you do this part, you want to make sure that you test it before you completely glue it, because it could mess the height. It could mess with the height, so like this piece could be like a lot taller or like a lot shorter depending on what you do with the middle part. So be careful when you're doing that. And then for the arm, this one is actually a lot harder than the midsection. Yeah, it was snapped off like right here, like at the base. And then I kind of like I dremeled down with the same like thin drill bit to like pretty far, or not too far, to where it's right here. This is some foddered shoulder from a Marble Edges, but basically, so on the joint, where is it? The arm joint has this disc like similar to this one, which is what it goes up and down on, right? And so the inside has this little piece. You see that piece that connects the shoulders, like each side of the shoulder? So this will go around that. This will go around that, allowing it to rotate. And that's how it's rotating. So if you dremel too far, like into the side of this, you could dremel into this piece, the connector piece. And then if you put glue on there, it's just going to glue it shut, so it won't move at all. So you have to be careful with how far you dremel down. So I would go like little by little. When I did this one, it was surprisingly like a little bit thicker than I thought it was. So it's about, so the disc on this piece, hold on, let me focus it. There we go. The disc on this piece is about the same size as this one, like this outer shelling. So pretty much, however you can measure that with how far which how far it goes. Like you can measure how far the drill bit goes into here with the side piece, because it's about the same thickness. Okay, so what I did was I took out this little pin that was in here. I took out the pin and I took out the disc, and then I dremeled all the way through the disc. And then I put this metal piece. It's like a pin. I found it in like a junk drawer. It's like a pin for paint, like hanging up pictures or whatever. And I just stuck it all the way through, and I super glued it. and then I dremeled through a ball joint, like a separate ball joint. This came from a Mayfix Bane, I think. I dremeled through here, all the way through, and then I stuck the other side of it onto there, and I super glued it. And to put it back in, I got this. This is like wiring for like electrical outlets. I stuck it through where the old pin was, because the old pin was metal, and I kind of like destroyed it to take it out. And so I found this other piece, and I stuck it through there, and I super glued the sides. And when I was super gluing it, I was making sure I was rotating this. That way, if the glue got on the joint, it would still be able to move. So I just kept moving it like this while the glue was drying. And after a while, the glue will be dry, and then it should be fine. But that's what I did for that. And I think that's basically about it. I have some footage that I'll show while I was doing the process, except for the arm, because the first method I did for the arm was I dremeled down like I first said, and then I stuck a paper clip in, and then the ball joint. And the problem was that it wasn't strong enough at the base, so it just kept popping out. So that's why I decided to take out the whole disc, and then Dremel all the way through and super glue everything, or super glue this in. And so yeah, I'll show some footage of. This is that ball joint from the Mayfix Bane. I just cut off that ball joint that's in the socket, and then I stuck it onto that little pin. So right here, I was putting super glue in the bottom socket where the gray half of the ab joint is, because it was a little bit like too small for the socket, and it was like super loose. So I put some super glue in there, and then I was letting it dry, and then after that I would put it back in and see if it was like tighter, or if I need to add more super glue. So I would just layer it until it got tight. Right here is just me cutting off that ball joint for the arm with the Dremel, and I was using pliers to hold it because I didn't want to like hit my hand with the Dremel bit. And right here is that skinny drill bit I was talking about, where I drilled into the tubing and then the arm socket disc. This is where I was drilling into the disc. This is before where I took out the whole disc. This is what I meant, where it wasn't sturdy enough, so it kept popping out. And I didn't know that till after I did it. So that's when I redid the whole thing. But that was me drilling into the arm disc. Right here's that part where I was drilling into the blue upper ab section to put in the paper clip. So I just, I was holding the pliers, and then I just dremeled through that bottom piece. Right here is when I trimmed a little bit of the paper clip, and then I put glue in the other like hole for the paper clip, and then I just stuck them together right here with the glue. Here's the arm piece fixed when I put the paper clip onto just the disc and then into the ball joint. I took off that extra like skin layering because the other pin was too thick for too thick for it, so I just like trimmed that part off and then just did the ball joint. Here's when that middle piece was all finished drying, and it was actually really pretty sturdy because it held up throughout my whole stop motion that I did a while ago. And I don't know, I would say it was pretty good if it held up there. You can see it was a little loose. I need to put some more super glue on there, but it still holds up. And same with the arm after I did the second fix. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial thing. I guess if you guys want to see more, just comment down in the comment section, and then I'll probably make a video of whatever you guys want to see. And then, yeah. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you.